Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, Monroeville. Good morning, Tinsville, Gatnesville, Buraville, Bensonville, Carisburg. Good morning, Robertsport, Grand Cape Mount County, Greenville, Sano County, Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. Good morning to everyone listening and watching the show live from Liberia, and of course in the US and other parts of the world. We'd like to say good morning. This is your most preferred breakfast program, The Today Show, or the Spoon Morning Show right here. We are here this morning to serve you a very, very scrumptious breakfast. A breakfast that you will forever remember. So on this sparkly Monday morning, the 13th day of the month of January, we'd like to say you are welcome wholeheartedly, and let's have a wonderful time together. My name is Yekezi Zwobel. I'll to be joined by my colleague Trokan Flaman later on this morning. So what do we have lined up for you? This morning we bring you the weather forecast so that you know the outlook of the weather, and by that you can be able to plan your day. We also bring you results of the National County Sports Meet on yesterday. Yeah, I saw a lot of Liberians in high spirits, cheering up their various teams. And this is one sporting activity that brings all Liberians together to celebrate the oneness that we all do share. And that oneness is our Liberianness. So yeah, several fixtures were played on yesterday in the county sports meet. A lot of the game drew. And some counties were able to defeat the other in the first round. But that's it, folks. Wherever you are and whatever you are doing, just keep following Spoon. We also bring you the international sports. Last night was a night to watch, especially for supporters and fans of Barcelona across the world. Last night was the final of the Super Cup between Barca and Real Madrid. And of course, Barca took the day. Defeating Real Madrid 5-2. The goals would have even been more if Bassa goalkeeper wasn't given a red card. Yeah, it's actually Bassa. In Liberia, we say Baka. Yeah, but it's Bassa. So congratulations to all of the supporters and fans of Barcelona. Somebody says Real Madrid are regretting why they chose football over farming. Yes, but that's it, folks. That's the game. So firstly, let's try to bring you the weather forecast here this morning. We'll also bring you the latest exchange rates from the Central Bank of Liberia, because it seems that the exchange rates are drastically climbing, just how they drastically reduced a few weeks ago. That's how they are drastically climbing right now. So we'll bring you the latest exchange rates on the Central Bank of Liberia's website. And also, don't forget to play the radio entertainment game this morning. We are giving out 4,000 Liberian dollars. Yep, we are giving out 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning. 4,000 Liberian dollars. So if you want to win for yourselves 4,000 Liberian dollars, all you need to do is to dial the playing code *799#. Once you dial that playing code, you're going to see a list of radio stations, and among the list of radio stations, Spoon FM is at number 3. Select number 3 for Spoon FM and choose how to pay the playing fee. And once you do that, you enter your mobile money PIN, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning. The playing fee for this morning is just 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Just before going to the weather forecast, folks, I want to recognize some of those watching us live here on Spawn TV. Let's say good morning to you, T. Adaman Senwa Jr. He says he's following closely. Charles K. Kamara is also following. Mohammed Vasco Kuman says he's watching live from Phoenix, Arizona, USA. Okay, somebody with the name is Excellency JNB officially watching. Thanks for following. Amos Moba says, good afternoon from my end. I'm watching from the United Arab Emirates. Thanks for following. My own friend and brother, Papi Soses Keita, is following from Dupont Road. Haji Man is following this morning as well. Prince Dombasi Wolekin is is also following from Totuta, Bon County. Pedro Medina Cross is following. Thanks for following. Zebedee M. Kaya is following from GSA Road to Paceville. Thanks for following, Zebedee. Sabraman is also following this morning. Thanks for following the show. Yusuf Sharif is following from Tottenham Break, Bombay County. Aaron Talu, yeah, my own good friend and brother, is following this morning. Hope you're having a wonderful time, Aaron, of the Liberian Broadcasting System. Dixon H. Chie is following this morning. Ellis Khan is following and says, good morning. G. Prince Jacobs is following from Cox City, Maggie County. Amos K. Sharif is also following. From Dupont Roll, Four Houses, Sao Abdullah is watching from Sierra Leone. Andrew Beer is following from Grand Bassa County. Joining Andrew Ungobe is watching from Parker Paint, Woolcam. Prince One, okay, is watching. And good morning to everyone watching the show. A lot of people watching the show this morning. Minister Avan P is watching. Simeon C. Miller is watching. John Dareneme is watching from South Dakota, USA. Harris Vesely is watching, and just everybody watching the show this morning would like to say good morning and welcome, and let's have a wonderful time here this morning. So according to the weather forecast, very warm weather with sunshine and a few clouds expected for today. A very warm weather with sunshine and a few clouds expected for today. Precipitation is predicted at 25%, thunderstorm 2%, rainfall is nothing, 0.000 inch. And that is it, folks, for the weather forecast. Let's quickly bring you the latest exchange rates on the Central Bank of Liberia's website. The buying rate has climbed up to 186 Liberian dollars to 1 USD, while the selling rate has increased to 188 Liberian dollars to 1 USD. These are indicative rates based on results of data surveys of the foreign exchange market in Monrovia and selected cities of Liberia. They are collected from the Central Bank, Commercial Bank's parallel market, and the Licensed Forex Bureau. They are not set by the Central Bank of Liberia. So, folks, first this morning, we'll be giving you the itinerary of the burial of the late Senator of Nimba County, Prince Yomi Johnson. So tomorrow, he's going to be removed from the Stracker Funeral Home and will be laid in state at the rotunda of the legislature, where his colleagues and other officials of government will go to pay him a last tribute. And thereafter, on that same day, which is tomorrow, Tuesday, the 14th of January, his body will be taken to his Christ Chapel of Faith Ministry on Lover Street in Painesville for a night of wakekeeping. And then on the second day, which will be on the 15th of January, a departure for Nimba County. And the location for the departure is the Samuel H. Cracker Funeral Palace in St. Paul, Monrovia. And there's going to be a stop in Ganta for a night of wakekeeping. On the third day, the departure for the second day is 8 a.m. And on the third day, the body will be taken to Campley, Upper Nimba County. And the venue for departure is Gumpa City, Nimba County. And in Campley at 10 a.m., there's going to be a period of honoring the Nimba County, and that's going to be at the Nimba County Administration Hall in Seneca City, Nimba, and also in Campley, Nimba. So there's going to be a stop in Seneca and calmly. On day 4, the team is going to be heading for Ban City, where there's going to be a period of honoring as well at 10 a.m. in Ban City. And then on that same day, they depart for Cyclopia, Lower Nimba County, where there's going to be a night of wakekeeping at 6 p.m. in Cyclopia. And then they finally depart for Gumpa City or Ganta, Nimba County, where the state funeral service will be held at the PYJ Polytechnic University in Ganta, Nimba County. At 2 a.m. there's going to be a committee there, and the burial and everything is going to happen on the same day. Repast at 4 p.m. at the PYJ Polytechnic University, Ganta City, Nimba County. So that's the itinerary of the burial of the late Senator Prince Yamin Johnson. So tomorrow is going to be laid in state at the rotunda of the legislature. Again, our condolences to the people of Nimba County. Okay, let's now bring to you results of the national county sports meet. The first fixtures played on yesterday. So for the football category, Lofa County took on Buffalo County, and that game ended in a draw. Bomi County took on Maryland County. That game also ended in a draw. Monserrato took on Magibi. That game also ended in a draw. 1-1. Grand Cape Mount took on Nimba County. And it was in Grand Cape Mount County that the chief patron of sport, Ambassador Joseph Yuma Buaka, kicked off the entire county sports meet. Nimba County won Grand Cape Mount County 2-0. Bon County was defeated by Grand Bassa County 1-0. Sano County defeated Riverside County 2-0, and then Grand Juda County did defeat Grand Crew County 2-1. Okay, let's bring you the kickball category as well. Lofa County and Buffalo County drew yesterday in the kickball category. 7 points. I think they call it innings, right? 7 innings for Lofa, 7 innings for Buffalo. Bomi County defeated Maryland County in the kickball category, 2 innings to 1. Monserrate County and Magibi County did draw. There was no home for both, and that game ended 0-0. Grand Juda County was defeated by Grand Crew County by 1 innings. Bon County was defeated. Hey man, Bon County, man, Bon County. So Grand Bassa County defeated both in the football category and the kickball category. Bon County, you need to reinforce your boys and your girls as well. So Brown County was defeated by Grand Bassa County in the kickball category, 4 innings to 1. And Sano County was defeated by Riverside County, 1 inning to 0. So yes, that's it, folks, for the results of the preliminary fixtures of the National County Sports Meet. So we'll take a very short break to be right back. Don't forget to play the Radio Entertainment game because you stand a chance to win for yourselves 4,000 Liberian dollars here this morning. All you need to do is to just dial the playing code *799 hatch *799 hatch. You select number 3 for Spawn FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically get into the draw and you stand a chance to win for yourselves 4,000 Liberian dollars. 7 persons will be walking away with 4,000 Liberian dollars here this morning. The more you play, the more your chances are to win because it's a lottery, it's a raffle draw. So the more you play, the more your chances are to win. So if you haven't yet played, you can now start playing. All you need to do, or the only requirement is you must have a valid no-star cell GSM SIM card that is registered with mobile money, and you must have some money deposited on your mobile money account to make you eligible to play. That's all you have to do. So we take this very short break, folks, to be back with it. Okay, pleasant. Welcome back. This is the Today Show right here on your favorite dial, 107.5. We also live on 101.1 and via www.spoonfmradio.com. We are also live via our YouTube channel. Now, folks, it's time to, discuss some serious matters here in Liberia. So, this morning, I'm concerned about the wave of mob violence that's happening in the country, the waves of mysterious deaths that's happening in Liberia. But first, let's talk about the issue of mob violence. A few days ago, we talked about mob violence that led to the death of 2 individuals at the 72nd junction. According to information, those individuals have stolen a motorbike, and while making their way with the motorbike, they were chased by other motorcyclists, and when caught, they were stoned to death at the 72nd junction about a week ago now. And even though criminality is something that is unacceptable, it's something that we do condemn because it causes setback for people. It frustrates and disappoints anybody who is victimized by it. But again, mob violence is as well unacceptable. Mob violence is as well unacceptable. As much as, we have challenges with our justice system, that I think we must all put hands together and address those challenges. I think we must respect the law. We must, if we feel offended, if somebody offends us, I think it's our responsibility to, take the person to the law, let the law, be the judge instead of taking the law into your hands, because there are a lot of consequences that result in people taking the law into their own hands. Okay? Sometimes, the one who, takes the law in his or her hands, could be jailed for the rest of their lives. So, for example, if you consider somebody as a thief, if the person had gone and presumably stealing from you, and you grab that person, instead of taking that person to the police station, you stone that person to death. And when the police are doing their preliminary investigation, and you are caught, you are identified by eyewitnesses, you're taken to the police station and you charged for murder. All right. And when prosecuted and found guilty, what happens? You spend several years behind bars. And I believe everybody has planned for their life. Everybody has planned for his or her life. Everybody. So to see yourself deviating from your plan, or to see yourself behind bars for several years, when you have a family, or when you should have a family, when you have goals to achieve and everything, I think it's something unfortunate. But that wouldn't be if you had respected the laws of the land. The law of the land is the only thing that we hope on, is our only dependent. Because assuming that we have a country without law, just imagine what would have happened. Having a country without law, a bandit territory would be better. So the strongest would have survived. The wealthiest would have survived. So what becomes of you and myself, ordinary people who don't have money, to protect ourselves, to protect our properties? What would have become of us if there were no law? So I'm saying all of this to condemn an act that was carried out at the 540 area. There was a mob violence carried out there that killed an individual. The name, I know that individual to be Michel. That's the name I know for him, Michel, because I knew him. I knew him. But according to the story, this man was early Friday morning. He was on his way from. So he had gone for planks. I don't exactly know where he got the planks from. He had gone for plank, and early Friday morning, he was passing by, heading to his shop. So he's a carpenter. He has his carpenter shop around the Politori area. So while on his way to his shop with plank on his head, some individuals at the 540 area considered him a rogue, Only because it was early in the morning and he had plank on his head that early morning, and those individuals don't know where he got the plank from. There are some individuals, some of those individuals, according to them, that their things have been going missing and stuff like that. I mean, thieves have been burglarizing their homes, and so seeing this man that early morning with plank on his head, they assume or concluded, not even assumption, they concluded that he's a rogue, that the plank he has on his head was stolen. And so what did they do? They caught him and they decided to beat him. So the first thing when they, caught him and, started calling him rogue, the man was blunt with them. The man was clear with them. I'm not a rogue. I'm a carpenter. I have my carpenter shop just right around here in the Politory area. And from the 540 Junction area to Politory is not a distance. From the 540 Junction to Zone 3 Depot is not also it's not a long distance. It's just a walking distance. All right. So from the 540 area to this man's carpenter shop is also a walking distance. So if you grab somebody, accuse the person of being a rogue, and the person says, I'm not a rogue. If you want to verify or confirm what I'm saying, let's go to my carpenter shop, or let's go in my community to ask people around that particular community about me, whether I'm a rogue. Where did I get the plank from? If you want to know where I got the plank from, let's go to where I got the plank from. Let the person who I got the plank from confirm that they gave me the planks. I'm not a rogue. I'm not a rogue. But unfortunately, those guys' minds were made up to stone that man to death. And in Liberia, once you say roar in the community, everybody gets out. I mean, rogues are enemies. Yes, criminals should be enemies, but not enemies to kill. Because, I mean, there's a law now. You got a police station. Why do we have the police station? Why do we even have the security apparatus in the country? But unfortunately for that young man, he met his untimely death in the hands of a group of men and women there at the 540 Junction. They stoned him to death. Only because they saw him with a plank on his head and they considered him a rogue. This is how our country this is what our country is turning to. This is what our country is turning, and it's very, very unfortunate. Taking the law in our own hands. Taking the law in our own hands. Now, what have you done there? You have killed somebody for no reason. You have killed someone for no reason. I open the lines here the other time when the killing took place at the 540 Junction of individuals accused of being criminals, accused of, stealing motorbike, and angry crowd stoned them to death, open the lines, and a lot of people called, and they were supportive of mob violence and blah 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 blah. That the community dwellers, the motorcyclists, were right to kill him, or the two individuals, because they are risks to the society. So now, in this situation, what would you say about mob violence? This is why when these things happen, we sit there and we condemn them. Because if we do encourage mob violence in this country, there'll be people will be killing other people for no reason. Like the young man, the young man there at the 540 junction on Friday was killed. A man who woke up early in the morning to go on the hustle and bustle, to go look for money to sustain himself and his family, was just seen by a group of people who maybe have been frustrated or disappointed because of criminality, because maybe a criminal before had burglarized their home and blah, 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 blah. And so because they saw this man with a plank on his head early in the morning, concluded that he's a rogue, they grabbed him, they stoned him to death. With all of the man's cries, I'm not a rogue. I'm not a rogue. I have my carpenter shop around the Politory area. I'm a family man. I'm not a rogue. Please, don't stone me. I can tell you where I got the planks from. We can go to where I got the plank from for the person who gave me the planks to verify, to confirm that they gave me the plank. I didn't steal the plank. Have my own shop. Never give that young man the benefit of the doubt. Never do due diligence, at least out of the court or outside the law, to even go to confirm where the man got the planks from. They didn't do so, but they rather killed that man without any justification to kill him. Apparently because they are already bitter that, they've been stolen from before. And that is not the right way to go. That's not the right thing to do. Now you know what you have caused for an entire family. That man, I believe, I have a strong conjecture, was a family man. He was a family man. I believe he had a child or children. I believe he had a wife or fiancé or a girlfriend. Now, that man was a man who had a lot of people depending on him to sustain them. Now, just within a twinkle of an eye, you took his life away. You stoned him to death. What becomes of his child? What becomes of his children? What becomes of even his family? In Liberia, will have an extended family tape. What becomes of them? You have taken bread off their mouths for the rest of their lives. You have put them in struggles. Especially the children. who probably are not able to do anything for themselves or can sustain themselves right now. They were only depending on their father. And on an early Friday morning, you decided to take the life of the father away. Only because you saw him with a plank. So anybody you see with anything in the morning, with any kind of load on their heads in the morning, it means the person is a rogue. Is this what we have resorted to here in Liberia? Anybody you see with low in the hair in the community in the morning and you don't know the person, it means the person is a rogue. You grab them and you stone them to death. And even if the person is a rogue, is that the right thing to do? To kill them? Why do we have the law? Why do we have security apparatus in this country? To protect lives and property. The police. Then why are we budgeting a huge sum of money for the police? Why? To be taking laws in our hands? To be killing each other for no reason? Those of you who perpetrated that act, if there were no law, if there were no, there was no security apparatus in this country, you think at this time you are going to be surviving? If we just squash the laws of the land and say no law, let's do away with security, let's do away with police and everybody, you think you will be living at this time? You will be alive at this time? You wouldn't be alive. Because the criminal rate will be so high, and the strongest and the wealthiest of people are those who will survive. Because only those who will be able to protect themselves will survive. But we have the law. We legislated institutions to be able to protect lives and properties. But we ignoring them and killing each other. Killing each other. So now you're telling me that anybody in the community who is seen early in the morning with load on their head, carrying plank or carrying any other load, that person is a rogue. So we should grab that person and kill them. Is that what you're telling me? This is very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And it tells you about the high level of insecurity in this country. And I think the police have got to, investigate this matter, identify those who perpetrated the act, and charge them, send them to court. If they are found guilty, let them face the full weight of the law. Because crime rate will increase in a country when criminal activities are being done and the perpetrators are going scot-free. Those cases are not investigated to logical conclusion. So there will be no deterrence. Somebody will say, but the other man did it all the time, but it ain't passing all in the community. What's it happening to him? I'll do my own. So once there's no deterrence, the crime rate increase. Similar thing happened at the 72nd junction. Two individuals were accused of, stealing motorcycle. They were chased at the 72nd junction, stoned to death, taking the law in our hands. And this is bad for our country, especially the scenario at the 540 junction. It makes me afraid. And I think it would make anybody afraid, especially for those of us who wake up early in the morning from our various homes to go to work. Our market men and women out there who wake up early from their various homes to go in the hustle and bustle, to go and look for a meal to sustain themselves and their family. It's risky for them. Some of us who sit here on this radio and leave from here late at night, and sometimes wake up very early in the morning to come to job. It's risky for us. It's risky for us. Because when that thing happened on Friday, I put that entire situation in my shoes. All right? Sometimes we come here in the evening, sit on the spoon talk. Not all the time cars are available. Yes, of course. Not all of the time when we leave the spoon talk, cars are available. Cars too can spoil. So sometimes we have to go late at night, stand on the road to wait for a commercial taxi or even for a motorbike. So if I'm standing on the road at night waiting for a commercial motorbike or a taxi to take me to my house, and some unknown guys come and see me there standing, aloof, and they don't know me, they don't recognize me, they consider me as a thief, they consider me as a rogue or as a bad person, grab me and start to stone me. Is that what we have resorted to? Is that what we are resorted to? And in the process, God forbid, I'm telling them that I'm not a rogue. I'm not a rogue. I'm a journalist. I work with Spoon. Even though Spoon FM, premises, our office will be right next door to where that act might be going on. And I'm telling them I'm from Spoon. They care less about even coming to confirm whether the man is from Spoon FM, whether the man actually works at Spoon FM. They care less. But it just go right ahead with the act. Because the minds are made up to inflict pains or to kill. Is this what we have resorted to? Mob violence. This is unfortunate. And the government needs to put measures in place to ensure that people like that are prosecuted swiftly, and if found guilty, they be sent to jail, and let the sentences be announced to the public so that it can serve as a deterrent. Because if nothing is done about that, nobody will be deterred. Because the thing that happened right here in the second junction a few weeks ago, and then another one at 540. And for this one, this is an innocent man. Innocent man. I went there, I talked to a lot of people. I went in his surroundings. In fact, my very self, I knew him. I knew him. I did business with him before. I knew him. I mean, knowing him doesn't mean that, he's not a rogue. It's true that sometimes you can know people, but you can know certain behavior that they do have. But from our own investigation, the man didn't steal. The man legally acquired that plank. But unfortunately, he was killed for no reason. And it's just unfortunate. It is just unfortunate. And I hope the police, because we'll continue to remind the police about this, we will continue to remind the police about this particular case. We will continue to remind the police. So far, I don't know how far the investigation has gone. I hope to place a call to Cecilia Clark, who's the current spokesperson of the Liberia National Police. Put our up in the line so that you can call and weigh in and give your opinion about this discussion. Should we keep on taking the laws into our own hands? Should we continue killing each other? Because of little things, when we have the law, are we so action oriented? Are we quick on taking decision, especially extreme decision of such, that we all sit in this country and government upon government, officials of government have been looting this country, and we can't take any stringent measures against them? Our law calls for impeachment. I'm not saying you should go kill. The laws of the country calls for impeachment of a lawmaker. If he's elected and he's not working at the will and pleasure, or his workings are not satisfactory to his constituents, the law says we can impeach him with any, 5,000 signatures. 5,000 signatures to impeach our lawmakers. Do we do that in this country? Because those are the main rogues. Those are the main rogues. But we don't take action against them. We don't impeach them. I don't know of any circumstances post-war Liberia where a lawmaker has been impeached, or where a consistent protest against a lawmaker has made him or her to resign his or her position. Have you seen that? But when other people steal in the community, we grab them and we slaughter them, we stone them to death. The ones who are crippling the economy, the ones who are causing the problem that our deplorable situations, when they steal, the law is there, we can impeach them. When they're not working, in line with their functions, the law is that we can impeach them. We're not satisfied with them. We don't need to garner 5,000 signatures, and impeach them. Even the protest. How many Liberians here can protest against bad governance consistently for a week? Consistently. How many Liberians? Because the corruption thing that I see stealing. That's the same stealing. That's the same stealing. And that stealing affects us more than even the ones that, you know, the common criminal or the common thief does. But we don't take action against them. We don't have the stamina to go and protest consistently against them for, you know, malfeasances in government for a week or two. But we, you know, have the courage, we have the will, the mind, the ability to stone somebody to death only because you saw the person passing in your community some morning with plank on his head. No investigation where he got the plank from. Try to, you know, clarify things to you where he got the plank from. You didn't care. You didn't care to go and actually find out how the man acquired the plank, got the plank that he carrying. Before, if you want to take the law in your hands, before taking the law in your hands, you didn't care about that. The man said, "Oh, I got my capital shot right to Politori. Get my capital shot to Politori." You didn't care to go there, a walking distance. Maybe about 5 minutes or 6 or 7 minutes away from where you killed him. You didn't care to go there and confirm. But you took the law in your head. Zone 3 depot is also a walking distance. You couldn't carry him there. But we will open the lines, folks, so that you can make your contribution about this issue of mob violence. Mob violence. We do agree that our justice system has a problem, has a big challenge, which is not only unique to our justice system, it is unique to a lot of justice systems of African nations, even some European nations. They have challenges, similar challenges we share. Maybe the degree or the level of challenges may vary, but they do have challenges. But I think those challenges should not be reasons why we must take the laws in our hands. I don't think so. So call us on 0777 771 075, 0777 771 075, 101075. Call us and have your say. What do you make of this discussion, especially the Peace Island people? Your callers. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. 540 residents, your caller. Let's hear from you. Whether that's the right thing to do. You know, to kill somebody just because you saw the person was playing on their head early in the morning, you consider them wrong. Just because you saw them were playing and you call them wrong. Is that a way to go? Is that a way to go? Call us on 0777 1075 0777 1075 0555 101075. Call us and let's hear you out this morning. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Morning. Good morning. Nursing. My name is.
This is Yekezi.
Yekezi, right?
Yeah. Sure.
My name is Prince. I join you from Semisako. I also work in Gongota. I'm beg you. I really need your contact. I want to disclose certain information to you. Maybe again, tell you for you to come to the start we're working in. We're
Okay.
working. Okay.
Yeah. So call me
So,
after the show.
okay. To the issue. Uh, for some of us who were blaming the police for this, for the act that went on Lagos Friday
Why
early
blame the
morning.
police?
The reason you have Peace Island police station right over there,
Mm.
and the police always putting a checkpoint before you even enter in that community. You have to answer some questions to the police that will be on that particular ground for that net. And the police were there when the act was going on. The police cannot tell me say from to that depot to come on the road, it will take them an hour or plus. No. So we blame them for that because they had checkpoint there. How will you have checkpoint and group of people is carrying a wrongful killing at all, and you are sitting there watching it? So this is how our country will be. In the face of the police, people check people things, and they will be there. They will see the person, and they will not make a move. No move. Police will be on the scene, and people will be doing their own thing, and the police will not even do nothing. But the only thing the police get to do to be firing tear gas against protesters. That's all
So
they choose to be doing.
don't you think citizens have their own responsibility? Because yes, according to you, the police was present, but I'm told that happened early in the morning, and police was not at the checkpoint. Yes, you have the Peace Island police station that is not far away from where that incident occurred. They could take that man there. Probably the police heard the information about mob violence. I think they should have gone there if they heard about it. But what about our own responsibility as citizens if something happens, taking whoever is the suspect to the police if the police don't know? Don't you think we have that responsibility as well as citizens?
The first thing is the responsibility given to us, but it can't two way. The mindset of the public. That's why I tell people. I say sometimes if we are not careful, we lay a false judgment against people. People will realize it is late. That person is bearing the false judgment penalty that we are laying against our people. Person. The mindset of the people is as long as they see you carrying anything middle part of the night or early part of the morning, they classify you to be a criminal. Yes, and that 540 Peace Island is too rampant now when it comes to the aspect of the criminal rate. You have ghetto all in there.
Thank you.
In there.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person here. Good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
I'm okay. Let's hear you and your name.
You know, this stuff is kind of traumatizing. Not everything that you are saying is. My name is Emmanuel Cruz, by the way. You know, since I saw that incident, I'm traumatized. You know, not just the incident, but the trauma it caused to our children, our community, our society. That's one of the biggest things that I see in the whole issue. Solution one, we need to start to arrest the people and publicly execute them. These motorbike boys, we need to put stringent measures in place that at certain point in time, they shouldn't run. They shouldn't be in the street. 5 o'clock in the morning, they shouldn't be in the street because most of them are criminals. Solution three, all the police people that running around here in the night, you don't see them at all. They are just in the street in the daytime collecting money all day, and after 12 o'clock, they all go, after 10 o'clock, in fact, they all go home. Nobody in the street. So we are vulnerable. Then you putting down police people, you say they are old. I live in America, and I'm over 65, and I still work. And those people 80 years old that are still working. And then you got experienced police officers and you retire them and you put people there who are not willing to do the job. So these are the situations, and these are the solutions that I will have execute these people publicly. Once you do it to one or two person, it will stop.
Okay, thanks for your opinion. Let's hear from another person here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? This is Pastor David Sonny Moba.
Pastor David, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Legacy, right?
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, thank you very much for the topic. The topic is emotionally interesting. You know, but I agree with you on certain factors, but I disagree on some factors regarding the mob justice in Liberia.
Okay.
You know, there are factors that are responsible for mob justice. And any country that will use those factors, any country that will use those factors, they are off for destruction. The Bible clearly states that where there is no law, the people perish. So if the law is weak, you mentioned the justice system being weak. If the law is weak, you create a recipe for mob justice. And at home, even a father who knows his responsibility to take care of his children, he's putting his children to disorder. This is what happened to our country. The disorder is being put in place, mob justice is being put in place because of a weak justice system, of a weak laws. Liberia have one of the best laws for implementation, but the implementations are very, very, very poor. It's like non-existent. That is the reason why we're having mob justice.
Okay.
So, even though we as citizens should not be doing that, but we have an overhead responsibility that's supposed to make sure that these things don't happen in our country.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Good morning. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Good morning. Let's hear you, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. I'm Samuel Pablo. I'm calling you from the Single Belt.
Okay.
I'd like to make my contribution this morning.
Go ahead.
With reference to mob justice and lawlessness in this country, I just want to concur with the previous caller. We have a very weak justice system. Our justice system is not in the interest of the citizens that are, you know, that's supposed to. Again, the authority in power, citizens are sitting and watching how they are administering, you know, process in this country. To the Hajjas, the president is in support of lawlessness. So what do you think the little man will do? Well, let me just give you an example. If you are in a home with your wife, a break, and you are there.
So when you say the president is in support of lawlessness, can you expand on that?
The president said a reason that they are in support of the majority of law in the house. So listen to that clearly. The justice minister came and, you know, misinterpret the ruler of the Supreme Court. You are aware of that.
Okay.
The president went to the Capitol building and said, without any investigation, he said this place is not a place for hooligan and irresponsible people. So if a leader would be making that kind of statement, what do you think the ordinary citizen would do? They break, I mean, everybody angry. Ups and down, everybody are angry. And people are doing this thing because they see that if you go to the justice system will not help you.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Good morning. Go ahead.
Thank you, my brother. The party is for me. all the issues that we are discussing about mob violence in this country, everything is at the beat to the justice system in this country. You can tell a criminal, you carry them to the police file them to court. But if there's no time, you see that same criminal passing around in the community. More especially the issue about the motorball issue. You know how many motorball riders in stop beach right now? Someone buy their motorbike and create you go ride because there's someone join you and say that bad for you. You know, now believe that our rule attacking will be that you put now the rule. Most of our brothers now is in can't stop beach. Beyond bad right now. And when you take a motorbike road, for example, you carry them to the courthouse. You see, the one we were sitting outside, so the justice system in this country got to be improved. And the only way more violence going to start in this country. But consistent things that happen, you tell motorbike road to do tomorrow, you sitting outside, you tell them to do, you sitting outside. So when people move on the street with anger, some of them, they are stuck on letting that affected.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fire back. Then someone get to do one day time. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning. My name is Ali Particular family.
Okay, go ahead.
We are because people who know that if you're supposed to know better, I will call less later. If all of them into the same thing that the common people is doing. See what happened to Chapter Daily. Lawmaker because he did in Chapter, you taking pepper spray. We see the police lawmaker because he did in Chapter, you are scoring the cheers by all of them. So what you expect the common man to do? All the oil is for every day we private development and we are the always say Liberia is beyond all the country in Liberia. And we set it hard to take Liberia from beyond all the country in Liberia to bring people. So government have money to go develop some more place, there's something happy. Nobody the citizens go there, we spoil it because then we say no rule law. No rule law, my brother. Let people now they play, let people now they sleep in the group so when starting school, then you go to spoil the school or spoil the court hall. The people almost like entire family, all of them are in government, almost like entire family in the country. You know what they just say we the common people and the poor people. So they can't tell anybody say go exporting because you are this in Chapter. They continue to come and that way see protest. I didn't just go for protest because I want to go. The only protest I want for the country my because they were doing because Bella, you all about going like cannot people at Bella, you come go so they tell me you follow. I know follow over there. Now maybe to go there. But if you go to that, they go follow with police duty guy. They say, oh, police not supposed to be guy, but you supposed to be follow. You supposed to be body too. So because you get in the car together, see out there to move our country power. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's please lower the volume of the radio or walk away from it, please.
When the internet going on every morning when the police are back to call the police, I can claim those mean that it some the police at the depot yet that they were sitting that car. And this guy was working with the Sultan man that gave the order and said the thing is the best in place. So they knew what they did. You see? And that money but they knew the ball working the week before. Hello?
Yeah, you live. We're listening to you.
Yes. The boy was working with the Sultan man before so that he and his stupid boys are when he's there, they won't kill the boy. Now as we speak, the telephone on the radio about they want to protest. People trying to talk to them. And then the people fire is that this guy is the only child for his mother. Can you imagine that? Yes, they mean what they did to the man. Yes, people got angry because they called the police and the police refused to go there. The police, they knew they were beating the guy, they knew about it. Now people didn't call police, they called the police. So I just want you to know that the police was informed.
All right, thank you. Thanks for calling. Okay, so folks, you're listening to today's show, the Spoon Morning Show, your most preferred breakfast program. Don't forget to keep playing the Radio entertainment game. The code for today is *799#. You select number 3 among the list of radio stations that will appear, and you choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win for yourselves 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning. Very shortly, we'll be drawing our first winners and placing the call to them to confirm receipt of their payment. So keep on playing the radio game. The code is *799#. *799#. Select number 3. Pay the playing fee of 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars, and enter your mobile money pin to confirm. Once you do that, you enter the draw. And we will take a very quick break here, folks. When we come back, we continue with other discussions, but this person has been hovering on the line for a while now, so let's see if we can squeeze them in. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yes, my name is Choice calling from East.
Okay, go ahead.
According to that lady who just called, she was right, because when they were beating the boy, according to information, they called the police. And the police said they should beat me as a criminal. So why the police will always behave like this?
Well, it's an information we can confirm. It's an information. We'll term that as an allegation. Except we do our own investigation to know if the police were called and they made such statement. Then of course we have to take an issue with the police.
Call the police.
Okay.
And more especially, why would they always put shepherds at 8, 9 o'clock taking money from people? They always do that. And at the end, when they beating someone, they come to call them and they say the person is a criminal, they should beat them. Why? And our boy is not a criminal. The boy is here opposite with the Missouri Junction. The boy passing with his sick. In the future, who get a shot say that was his sick, the boy stole. And we just go over fake information that he gave, and he ordered boys then to beat the boy. You came here with the police car, I will explain. That's just what he said. And at the end, when they call the police said they're not coming in there with a criminal.
Okay. All right, thanks for calling. Let's squeeze in this person too. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my brother, the first thing, I'm Mohammed S. Kamara, and thank you for the show. My brother, this mob violence will keep continuing, reason by the power justice system. Let's take it for example. There are some people who lay in jail for slapping people in Subway for more than years. But let's take it for example, look at the Grandma's Scar case. The other government put the money into jail because for the murder case. Now, if the other government come into power and they release the one with us, making the public to understand, we the common people then carry on back to the court, make us to understand that the first person was not just good, and that the reason why the woman was coming, but the woman released the woman because of power and they give her job. Then the common man, when the common man go and check for, or the common man go and steal or force somebody when he go to jail, nobody there to talk for him. He will be in jail for so. So if you look at, we'll talk about criminal or rule, then look at how you will see about our people that up there, they call themselves lawmaker. This lawmaker there, look at all the books they know, they put in order. Now today, they really looking for auto violence, the violence entering the hall, they really looking for it, they not find it, they do all the BB, they turn there until fire burn the house. No understanding. But you see, one thing you tell us, one thing you say on the show, I really listen to that. Because we Ladro, we can't stand for the truth. When you lie to Ladro, then you will believe it and get on the street. But the truth is laying in front of we can't, because the last one president, we are getting the power, they say 16 billion loss, we get on the street, we go all the way to the American embassy to put sanction on Ladro. But we feel it.
Thank you for calling. So, folks, let's we've drawn one of our winners here. So let's place a call to this person to tell us. Good morning. You live on the radio. You live on Spoon FM. You played the radio game this morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so congratulations. You should have 4,000 Liberian dollars on your phone right now.
Thank God, thank God.
Yeah, so yeah, check it up. You should have the message in your phone now. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there right?
Yes.
Okay, congratulations. Yeah, so you too can, win 4,000 here by dialing the code *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM and you choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win for yourselves 4,000 Liberian dollars. So at this juncture, we will take a very quick break. When we come back, we discuss other issues that matter to Mama Liberia. Let's take this quick break to be back.
For me, I am that I am. You're not doing nothing for me. You said we all bring yourself down to the people. You continue to beg. You continue to take the wrong thing to be the right thing. We continue to preach prosperity in our churches, and that's salvation. We're not doing the right thing. Mr. Joseph Barker, you know me. This is very hot. Since I went for you 2001, you didn't call me. Today you are there. We sound confident, you and myself. You told me you said very hard I will credit ticket for you. I want you to call Pastor Jerry. When you go, you even ask me, but how would I get finance to run? 25 years I was here with my brother, the former president.
So, did God give you any message about the thing, the happenings here at the legislature?
Yeah, just listen to me. I went and I came and I told you, I said it's confident that you are sending this agreement. If you don't do it, like bureau be outside, and you said so be it. You and myself. You won the election, I came and then my own son smoking. You didn't call me. So, Mr. President, the Lord said you should take it back. You should think twice. Because his vengeance, his wrath is upon the nation, meaning the government. He said, what you people are doing? I'm not satisfied. I am not satisfied. You are doing it to the speaker to disgrace it. He said, you should stop it. You shouldn't have second speaker. Jesus. The Lord is angry with Liberia.
So God said we shouldn't have second speaker?
No, only the speaker that was there.
But the people say that what's happening now is a regular legislative process. This is what happens at the legislature. They God take into consideration the political nature of the happenings here.
God will not take into consideration because why? They were supposed to see God faces. That's why they got churches. They are going to church. The pastors and things were supposed to be there to tell them this is not right. They don't want to see anybody. They don't want